Hallelujah. It feels very strange when people call me in Kaduna Bishop Moose. It's Pastor Moose. And for Papa, Moose. Hallelujah. Well, you can be seated. Yesterday is 6th of December. Yesterday marked the 42nd year I met this man. Precisely on the 6th of December, 1983, was when this man ministered to me. I want to be brief. My story can never be written without the name of this man. Not even my family will say anything without mentioning him. 42 years ago, I'd gone into Buddhism. In fact, I became a consummate illuminate. I was practicing extrasensory perception, transcendental meditation, and astral traveling. And I was very, very young. It was a major problem. But on the 6th of December, an encounter with this man changed my life right side up. I think I would want to say this. He's been preaching for 45 years, but I don't know, for the first 3 years, I don't know what he was doing. But from the 3rd year, God made him a father to a man. Of everybody around him, if there was anybody he took as a child and as his son, was me. He visited my family. Everywhere I have been, he's always been there. I'm very, very protective. I would remember a few times, we would travel, me and him and Archbishop. But how much he will protect me, he will insist I'll sleep on the same bed with him while Archbishop will stay in the sitting room. That has been our story. But let me say a few things. Part of my confusion after coming out of Buddhism is understanding what is God and what is not God. I will tell you your name without you telling me. That's true. Extrasensory perception. Those who have been on that path. So, things supernatural was not anything strange to me. But when I met this man, I found something different. The accuracy, the sincerity, the honesty, and the love of God shocked me beyond measure. Let me say this for the records. If there's a man I know that hears God and he knows what God says, it's Papa Addo. For me, I believe anything he says, even if it's a joke. So I try my best so that he will not make even a joke near me. Because whatever he says, I'm scared maybe what God is saying at that moment. And for the 42 years I have been around him, I have not seen one word fall to the ground. The first time I saw the power of God move is exactly 41 years ago. When he was ministering, 1985. Suddenly he screamed, the cloud of glory. The cloud of glory. And I was looking, what is the cloud of glory? Where is it? And as he said that, he jumped off. And everybody around that line fell on the ground. I'm like, wow. He continued. And that day, till date, I have not seen someone play drums the way he did. It was drumming in the spirit. He went on the drums, played the drums, everywhere went agog. Right in the Chapel of Redemption, ABU's area. It is from this man I saw what the word of knowledge was. I will never forget, one of our officials was rusticated from the university, EDC Park. He's a professor today. 1984. He came on the pulpit without fear or favor and said he will return. Everywhere went silent for a minute. We were all shocked. What does he mean? He said he will be called back. And he went off. Well, we waited that year. We saw nothing. We waited. Towards the close of the second year, from nowhere, ABU called him back, and he came back and made a first class. That changed everybody's opinion. I want to say, this is a man who is a lover of God. Not only the lover of God, he is sincere. I will never forget the days in which he will, every money he gets, what he buys is CDs, cassettes. Then he will sit down listening. Well, sometimes I guess maybe he's turning the hunger into fasting. But he was always in a fast. And when I meet him in his room in Akenzua, he is praying, he is fasting, he is listening to music. And when people come, you will never know this man is, maybe has not eaten anything. But the love that exudes from him is exceptional. And right from that time, the Lord made me to follow him. I have followed him all these years. I said to him one day, even if you tell me to stop following you, I will not. Because you didn't tell me to follow you. What else will I say but to thank God for him? Maybe I wouldn't have been a pastor. Maybe I would have just stayed lecturing. But 31 years ago, he walked to where I was the head of chemistry department in the present-day Nasarawa State University. He came and told me, the Lord told him that I should come and pastor the church he started in Kaduna. That was 1991. He came around the month of August, and right in November, I left everything. And then I was going to be made the student affairs officer of the institution with a car. But the Lord will not allow me rest. I took my bag, and the rest of the people came down to Kaduna, and here am I today, pastor and a servant of God. What will I say? My Father, thank you. This 45 years is just the beginning. Further will be going. God bless you.